about the future of farming, this podcast is for you. Architects Ad Podcast, keeping you informed, connected, and inspired. It's agriculture, it's local, it's real. Subscribe today and let's grow together.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. on Best Country 106. Warning, Jay and Laney J are equal opportunity offenders. Listen at your own risk.
Wake up, don't just lay there like cold granite stone. Wake up. I was dreaming about shutting them down. Start asking your looks at me.
Okay, my bad.
Gotta wake up, get up.
That was pretty funny. You're like, look at me, like I just did something.
Get up. Maybe you did.
Get up, what's taking so long? Get up, move on. What up, chat?
Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning, Mr. J. What's up?
Oh, man. It's Thursday, right?
It is Thursday.
Happy Thursday out there in Radio Land.
Happy Thursday.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, good morning.
You.
You.
All right. Lots of fun to be had today. First and foremost, guys, it's Mother's Day.
It is.
Right around the corner.
It is.
Literally Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Now, if you are like my wife and I, not for Mother's Day specifically, but for holidays, you know those days that make you want to holler because you got to get all kinds of things together?
Yeah.
You never have time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
And nobody wants to make mom cook on Mother's Day.
Mom should not be cooking on Mother's Day.
So our good friends at Gasquatch, of course, they're open 365 days a year, and that includes holidays.
Right.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they cook breakfast all day long.
They do. They always have breakfast.
And of course, now Thanksgiving Day, the wife and I, we really don't do a big Thanksgiving Day lunch.
Right.
We just haven't. We always did like a weekend before or something like that. We just never did on Thanksgiving Day. So the wife and I would always go to Gasquatch and grab their Thanksgiving meal.
Right, which I heard is really good.
It is. And they've got a tasty meal at Gasquatch on Mother's Day as well today, or this weekend.
It's grilled chicken breast with jalapeno and strawberry glaze. That sounds good. I bet it's good.
Sound good.
Baked potato, green beans, a roll. You even get some strawberry cheesecake for dessert.
What?
Yeah, mom's going to be strawberried out. Now, if she don't like strawberries, don't get that.
Oh, okay.
But if you...
My wife likes strawberries.
If you don't like this, it's only $15.99 per meal, right? You and mom, $15.99 each.
Yup.
But if mom doesn't like a jalapeno and strawberry glaze or doesn't want to try it, they have other food that they serve, like Jay said, 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
So...
They're what is it? The Squatch Pad. It's one of
That's
my
what
faves.
you like to eat.
It's one of my faves.
I remember.
It's like a kitchen sink, man. It's got everything right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's you just put it all together. Like
it's like
browns,
biscuits and
eggs.
gravy, hash browns, eggs, the greens, whatever.
I bet that is good.
Oh yeah, it's tasty. It's tasty.
Sounds good. Well, yeah.
Tasty.
You guys, like Jay said, take mom to Gasquatch. They got a nice little dining area there, and they've got the car museum back there. So I think mom would enjoy it.
Yeah, they got cars. They got cool looking cars back there too.
Yeah.
Check it out. Follow them on Facebook, Gasquatch.
That's right.
And of course, they're always sponsors of the show here. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, they got the Gasquatch standing tall in the bottom right-hand corner there.
Yes, they do.
Gasquatch.com if you want to get your order to go.
All right.
Booyah! Mother's Day is Sunday. So just prepare, guys. Prepare for that. And gals, you got moms too.
That's right.
Also, Rice City playoffs today.
Yes, 11 o'clock.
11 a.m. is the first game. We'll follow them as they are. This is state action here.
Yes.
State baseball playoff action. Looking forward to it. Can't wait. So, yeah, we'll know all the details. Let's see. Actually, I
think they just play one game today. If they win, they play tomorrow.
Perfect. That's
and
what
maybe if they lose, they play tomorrow too.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
Because I think I've seen a winners and a losers. But
yeah.
It's just one game today.
Okay.
As far as I can tell.
Awesome sauce. That makes it easy then.
Yeah. So that's cool.
And at 11 o'clock. So, of course, if you're on your desktop, your laptop, computer at work, you want to just turn that on.
Yeah.
SEOKradio.com.
And you can hear it and listen. I love it.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like we're working with Wright City Public Schools. We'll get all the details worked out for next year. But it looks like we'll probably be doing getting them geared up to do so you can actually watch it on video on their Facebook page or their YouTube page or stuff like that.
That's right.
I'm excited for that. The schools are definitely getting into that, what do they call it, the 21st century, getting all the streaming platforms down that they need to utilize to stay out informed and then keep the public informed. I like it.
That's right.
I like it. Morning, Bear. Morning, Amy. Good morning, Taylor White. And good morning, Leilani Stinnett. You notice what I just said there?
Yeah.
You notice I said that?
What was that?
I said, good morning, Taylor White.
Taylor
never
White.
heard of this person before, Taylor White. Who is this?
She must be new here.
She must be a new person here. No, our good friend Taylor Jackson, our TJ, is no longer TJ. She can no longer be called TJ anymore.
That's right.
It's Tay Y.
Tay Y.
Tay Y? No, okay.
Tay Wee?
We'll figure it.
Tay Dubs.
Tay Dubs.
Tay Dubs.
It's Tay Dubs.
I love it.
All right. So, good morning, Taylor. And congratulations on you and your husband getting married yesterday.
Did you see her pictures?
Oh.
She had snapped me, which I'm assuming was probably on the way.
Yeah.
She looked so gorgeous. She was so beautiful.
Now, as a guy, I'll message and I'll say congratulations on the picture of her and her husband.
Yeah.
But when it's just a picture of her, I can't send I just can't.
Well,
it feels weird.
All
Because I don't need her new husband like, what's Deuce in the hearts for?
Yeah.
Why is he heart? Yeah, exactly. I'm about to go next door now. No. But seriously though, so anytime I see a couple's photo, I'll shoot the love their way.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, congratulations, Taylor.
Yes.
That's so cute.
Yeah, she was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
She looked so happy.
They did for sure. All right. What else? We talked about that. Oh, it's 19 minutes after 7 a.m. We have Laney J's lowdown coming up in 10 minutes. A lot of people are now I'm going to call them regulars.
Okay.
A lot of regulars, not in an industry that needed AI right off the bat or utilized AI right off the bat, kind of like we did. I would say as soon as ChatGPT hit the scene, we were trying to figure it out. We were like, what's this all about? Let's use it.
Right.
We started figuring out it worked for us this part, in this place, in that place. I got to say, there are people using AI or ChatGPT or OpenAI or whichever one you're using in ways I never thought.
Yeah.
For example, and I don't remember I'm sorry, I'm stealing the lady's comments off of her Facebook post. I saw the post and I just kind of scrolled on, but it sparked conversation in my head. People are, okay, so this is one thing I did. Good morning, Brittany. This is one thing I didn't think about using AI for. Maybe you don't have anything to cook. Maybe you're like, I don't know what to make today, right? Or I don't feel like I have enough ingredients for everything.
Yeah.
This one lady says she just walked around her cupboard in her kitchen and she put all the stuff that she had in the AI, the ChatGPT, and asked, what recipes can I make from this? Cool. And it gave her 4 different crazy awesome recipes out of what she already had in her cupboard.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I like that.
Oh, I thought so too. What about you guys?
I can ChatGPT some stuff, if I want to know something. And, a lot of times I'll Google something, but lately, if Google hasn't given me an answer that I don't know if I'm not happy with, I'll just go ahead and ask ChatGPT, which it probably pulled its answer from Google.
Probably.
But sometimes it's different. So I like it.
No, I agree. Shout out to Wolford one time.
Cool.
The nice to meet yous are cool little emojis. I love that. I love it. He forgot to text me this morning too about the Twitch raid emoji.
Uh-oh.
So anyways, I was curious, what are you guys using Chat GPT or AI, OpenAI, whichever one you're using? There's multiples to utilize now.
Yeah, I want to know too.
Which one are you using? I know Wolford is creating AI pictures of us, making fun of us. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
He's been doing that.
Just making fun of us. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, Wolford.
What else? Anybody else using it? I'm curious. I'm surprised we're not getting any comments in the chat.
I think some people could be like I was. And I'm still not sure about AI, but I use it.
I did see one comment a lady posted that our electric grids are not ready for AI. We're already overtaxing them with the AI we're using. Don't use AI unless your job demands it. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I hadn't heard that yet. And she provided links, so it's not. I mean, I didn't go into any links. I didn't care enough. I'm going to use AI. Period. The electric company will figure it out.
I mean, I don't see how AI would put a strain on our.
I'm an American. You give me electric, I'm going to use it. The electric is at the switch. It's constantly running through the switch. If I don't use this, it's going to go away. I got to use as much as I can. I'm kidding.
Well, I'm curious to know like what kind of AI she was talking about.
What everybody was talking about was ChatGPT. Everybody in that chat was talking ChatGPT or similar AI.
Yeah, I don't know if I support that.
See, Wolford also used AI for his music. That's another one that was kind of people are like, I don't know, should we use AI for our music? Because then it takes the human element away from it. I mean. At the end of the day, a human has to adjust some of the stuff the AI makes, or it will look weird to humans. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, things he's created use a country voice type thing, and it's just too, I don't know, it's too over the top trying to sound country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus just a country voice.
Well, I'm going to look that up. The strain on electricity by AI.
Okay. I'm interested in it.
I'm going to study that today.
Yeah, because you could be ruining the economy. I mean, the earth?
I think the economy is already ruined.
Speaking of ruined economy, there is information on that. Federal Reserve maintained its key interest rate amidst concerns about inflation. Says here, despite acknowledging economic growth, the Fed opted for a wait-and-see approach due to heightened uncertainties. You know what that tells me?
What?
That's a fear factor.
Yeah.
That's fear mongering.
Yeah.
Here's what.
A lot of that.
And this is okay. This is coming from a guy who does not choose sides. People. Okay. The Federal Reserve maintained its key interest rate, although the economic growth is happening. Here's what I'm thinking. 4 years, within the past 4 years, we definitely had the Fed kick up the interest rate, right? Yeah. We know that for a fact. So there's facts. I don't care who created it, who started it, whether it was Trump's previous 4 years or Biden's 4 years. I don't care. We've had the interest rate hike because of the recession, right?
Yeah.
Now we're having economic growth. We were seeing the percentage rate drop by a quarter here, quarter there. But now, due to uncertainty, we are going, not due to facts, like the economic growth we're seeing, right. But uncertainty. I don't know, guys. We are the Federal Reserve. We don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. That seems fear-mongering to me. Seems like a fear tactic. I don't know what's going on with old Trump stuff, so I guess we're just going to hold still, even though it looks like everything's growing. That's what they said in their article. I'm just repeating the words here. I'm just rephrasing it for you. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, but that's
come on, Federal Reserve. I didn't know y'all were into politics, but then again, everybody said they've been.
Right, you know they are.
Also, the legal fund for the Luigi Mangione, the guy that off the CEO of the insurance company, has his legal fund has now reached over $1 million.
What?
People are still donating to it. I'm telling you, they're not happy. And it says here, Weight Watchers has filed for bankruptcy. They have $1.15 billion in debt. $1 billion.
That's a lot of billions.
Man.
It's a lot of dollars.
It's a lot of dollars. All right. Enough of my headlines. Laney J's Lowdown is coming up next.
I mean, I can't even follow
Unless I
that.
stole everything she's going to talk
Yeah,
about.
you did. One man's journey to help snakebite victims and what parents are naming their children these days. Up next on my Lowdown.
Some odd kid names now, huh?
Yeah. Bartholomew.
Zephaniah, come on in here.
Say I'll never change, just to go around
Clear.
town with
Gas lane. If I had billions, we'd be sharing pizza, Joe. I'll share pizza with you, and I ain't got to have billions, man. So are they just dressed like they working, or
Well, I was curious about that. Like, what are they really doing over
are they
there?
actually working over here?
I'm
What
not
up,
sure.
chat? Good morning. It won't matter. They can name them what they want. The government will rename them. What are we talking about? I missed something.
The government doesn't rename your children unless they, like,
Tell us you don't have any children without saying you don't have any children.
I mean, unless you mean like sending in the birth certificate and, their name is Ashwagandha and the government, misspells it.
It would be really tough to have a mindset of the American dream, like American slavery. To think you're a slave to the American way. That's tough, man. I would hate to have that mindset.
Me too.
I mean, at the end of the day, are we all just a cog in the wheel? Of course we are. That's how the world goes around.
Yes.
Without the few things that make it the way it is, it wouldn't be the way it is. If we don't like it, change it. You got to start at home, though. You can't start in Washington, D.C. unless you live in Washington, D.C., obviously. What?
Why you on your way to waste another Friday night?
If I'm the problem. She thinks she's missing never do no wrong.
He's lying.
What does it say here? Do you play new country? I have AEP I'm promoting. Hey, go to our pinned Hippie Joe. Go to our pinned post at the top of our page. It'll tell you exactly how to send music in for audition.
Broken Bow Public Works Authority is accepting applications for wastewater plant manager.
'Cause he's the problem, and that outro is sucky.
Wastewater treatment facility
I didn't do
in
it.
compliance with
I know.
all regulations.
Wait a minute.
High school
Wait a
diploma or
minute.
Wait a
diploma is
minute.
required.
I'm not
Wait
that.
a minute.
That just came out. I might have.
Wait a minute.
Apply today
Hold
at
up.
Broken Bow
Wait
City
a
Hall or
minute.
online
Don't go there, 'cause I ain't with it.
brokenbow.com. Broken Bow Public Works Authority is
You're
an
so mean.
opportunity employer.
This is Austin Harvonic with Dale Gloria
You're
Jiu-Jitsu.
so
Are you looking for a
mean.
fun way to get fit, learn
You probably
self-defense, and
think
involve the
the
whole
song
family?
is
Come to Dale Gloria
about
Jiu-Jitsu
you.
in McCurtain County.
You're
Right here in
so
Broken Bow. We're offering free
mean.
trial classes in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and we've got something for everyone, including boxing and children's programs. Whether you're a complete beginner or a parent looking for a great activity for your kids, our welcoming community and beginner-friendly classes are a perfect place to start. Don't wait. Unleash your potential today. Visit DaleGloriaJiu-Jitsu.com or call 918-916-5860 to claim your free class. Join the Dale Gloria family and see what Jiu-Jitsu can do for you.
To the graduating seniors of McCurtain County, we celebrate your
Scared the
achievements
piss
and the
out
bright
of me.
future.
I
But
was
you
like,
think
Your
it was
community is
something
proud of you.
bad?
No,
We're
it
excited
just
to see all of the
it
amazing
says
things
station
you'll
promo and it
accomplish.
says Laney
This
in it.
salute to
Doesn't
the
usually
class
have
of
that.
2025
Oh,
is
did I
brought to
not
you
put-
in part by
I'm just saying it just usually says J.
McCurtain
That's
County
all.
okay,
You know,
okay,
Alphabet,
it doesn't usually say
Choctaw
Laney,
Nation,
so I was
Together
like,
We're
hold
More,
up.
CJ's
Hold
Mountain
on.
Country Store, Pine Sailor,
What she
and your
done done to me
Southeast
is what he was
Oklahoma
thinking.
radio crew. Congratulations,
Yeah, like,
2025
Like,
graduates.
what's his name? Bisbing. That video I sent to you where they're trolling Bisbing.
Oh,
what
yeah,
have you
yeah.
done?
Oh. That was funny.
You fricked it.
You fricked it.
All right, Chad, hold on. Bum, 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 bum. That's right. It's time for Laney J's Lowdown.
Yes, it is. So, you guys, there's people that are naming their kids what? This is not a surprise to me. After video games. Characters in video games like Jade and Max. Now, they say Jade is for a girl. I know a guy named Jade. It's perfect for him. But Max,
I know a girl named Jade.
Yeah.
Jade, so.
Max is short, they say, for Maxine, but it could also be short for
Maximilius.
That's right. The third choice on the list, those were the top two. The third choice on the list was Arthur. And that's from Red something Redemption or whatever.
Red Dead Redemption.
That's it. Yes, it's from that video game.
Okay.
And then, of course, there is Zelda from Legend of Zelda. But they say that, people have been naming their kids Zelda for a long time. I've not heard that one.
Not around here.
No. And there's Lee from the movie, or from the show, actually, The Walking Dead. And Isaac is another name. And Faith. But Faith has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So some of these names like Chloe and Claire, they've been around for a long time as well. But they sound like normal names, but they say they're getting them. And what they did was they checked the internet searches for these names. Or there was like 89.2% of name searches had the video game in the search. So they're looking for names from video games. Or it could be that they just play that particular video game and they know what the names are. So anyway, I just thought it was strange.
Like Faith, we have a Faith that goes to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So she's probably she's a teenager at least. So that name's been around a while too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My niece she's in her 20s and her
She's
middle
Faith.
name is Faith.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
But there's a gentleman named Faith too. But Jade, Arthur, and Max are the top three names that people are naming their kids, whether they're male or female.
Okay. All right.
Now, this gentleman right here, I'm about to tell you guys about, he does something that I would never be able to do, and I'm all about helping people, right?
Uh-oh.
But this man,
There we go.
He's a herpetologist.
Yeah.
Which it's not what y'all think it is. He spent 2 decades deliberately injecting himself with more than 650 strategically measured snake venom shots and letting dangerous snakes bite him, including cobras and mambas. He's been bitten over 200 times.
What?
He says it always burns and it's always, always painful.
What?
But he's trying to make himself immune to 16 lethal snake species. He's developed unique antibodies in his blood that are being used as anti-venom for snakebite victims.
Wow, dude's like a human petri dish.
Yes. He found that they found that a cocktail of 2 of his antibodies and an anti-inflammatory drug fully protected mice exposed to lethal venom from 13 different snake species. I mean, that's crazy.
I need some of that dude's venom, anti-venom.
And there are 6 other species that protected the mice just partially.
Huh.
So, I mean, he's getting there. But there's nearly 3 million people get bitten a year or bit, whatever, by venomous snakes. And
is it bitten or bit?
I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. A lot of them, like around 138,000 out of those 3 million die.
Whoa. So,
and others that get bitten end up with like long-term disabilities. They have something wrong with them, so it's pretty neat what the guy's doing, but I'm just, I just don't think I could do that. He said the first time that he got bit, it was from a garter snake at the age of 5. And he just knew.
He just liked snake bites ever since.
Yeah. As he got
Give
older,
me another one.
He said he just wanted to try to help, and he's helping people. He really is.
I've been stung by so many different wasp and bee varieties. I think I could probably help some people out that have some allergens.
Some serious allergies to
those. Absolutely. Just study my blood.
Well, I think it's cool. So if I get snake bit, it'll be like, call that guy.
Yeah.
Tell him I need some.
I need some blood.
I think that's neat, though. Hopefully they can. I guess you can't get a whole lot of that, but I don't know. I think it's neat.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's it for my lowdown.
I like it a lot.
Widows.
Widows?
Weirdos.
Weirdos.
Yeah, we can't talk about widows.
Widows, man.
Yeah, my heart almost stopped when Jackson sat down on one. So.
A black widow?
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember that.
He sat down and he was comfortable, and then he got up and he's like, "Whoa,
he got
look
up
at
quick.
that!"
He got up quick too.
Yes.
And we were like, "What's going on?" He was like, "Oh, there's just a huge black widow right under my leg."
Yeah, she was just hanging there,
Yeah.
but still, oh man, ugh,
Laney J was not having a good day.
I was not. And then I was like, "Oh man."
If you need tips to stay on budget for Mother's Day, I got something for you.
Helping you budget your holidays. This is a Mother's Day money-saving tip. Can't afford expensive flowers? Sneak into your mom's garden and pick some of her prized petunias. You already know they're flowers she likes.
There you go.
This was a Mother's Day money-saving tip.
Sounds foolproof to me. I don't know about
Yeah,
you
it
guys,
does.
but it sounds foolproof to me. I'm sure
Yeah,
somebody's
it
going to
does.
try to, yeah, slide that bad boy
Perfect.
under there. He knows what's going down.
Yeah, he does.
I like it.
I like those people.
Absolutely. He's having trouble with it, though.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, maybe.
Thank you.
All right, good morning. Yeah, Mother's Day's Sunday, guys and gals. Y'all got any big plans Sunday? Or this weekend, I should say?
No.
No?
No, I'll do something for my mommy, and she'll probably be like, "You didn't have to do that," because that's what moms do,
True.
you know.
True.
So it'll be cool.
Now, Nala's old enough to either have made you something or to force your mom or dad to go with her to the store and buy you something.
Well, that girl has her own money,
I mean, well, to take her there. She
Yeah.
can't physically drive herself. That's what I'm saying.
right?
So, and she wouldn't want you to go because she's getting your present.
Yeah.
So it would have to probably be your dad, if I was guessing, or maybe May or somebody like that. What is that? Which way do you think she's going this year? Do you think she's going to go purchase you something with her own fat stacks, or is she going to make you something like a good daughter would?
That girl gonna make me something.
I
I
love
would
it.
rather her make me something
Absolutely.
than buy.
Kids don't know that, but
Yeah.
parents,
Yeah.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Agree.
I would much rather her make something.
Because you're going to save that. You're going to
Yeah.
save something she makes. If she goes and buys you whatever, either you're going to use it and it'll break and it'll be gone, or you won't need it really.
Right.
You know, you'll be like, oh, I love it. I love it so much. And then you'll set it down and never use it again.
Right.
You know, so at least if it's made, even if it's just something you like hang on the fridge or something, or put in a scrapbook, you know.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
definitely-
I
I
love
agree.
those made gifts.
100%. Speaking of made gifts, again, I'm just trying to save you guys some money today.
Helping you budget your holidays. This is a Mother's Day money-saving tip. Can't afford an expensive Mother's Day card? Make one at home out of paper. Can't afford paper? Use the back of your old college diploma, because that degree in art history is the reason you can't afford a Mother's Day
Ah!
card. This was a Mother's Day money-saving tip.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong. It's those student loans that's causing you not to be able to afford your mom's day present.
That's right. So, what do you give mom then?
Your time. Here's another thing. Moms, Dad's Day is coming up too, right?
It is.
Moms and dads just want you to be there and hang out with them,
That's true.
especially if you live away.
That's true.
If you were my child, now Jackson now is entered, don't count because I see him every day. Y'all can leave for the weekend. That'd be great.
Bye. See ya.
I'm kidding. But no, if my children that don't live near me come and saw me for at least even for a day, just came and ate dinner with me, I realize it'd be a long drive for that and everything because they live
Yeah.
in the city. But even if they just come and hang out with me for a day, that would be all the Father's Day present I need.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how my dad is. Like, he doesn't want anything for Christmas. He just
Nope.
wants everybody to be together and be happy.
Absolutely.
Everybody just be healthy and happy. I'm so happy. Sorry.
Michael Poole's gonna make some macaroni art.
Michael Poole better knock it off.
What's he? He talking about your
Yeah.
Morgie Wally
Yes.
Wally? Morgie Wally Wally.
Trying to get
Ri-
in on my Mother's Day gift.
Riley Chestnut comes in to the show and has an issue with something every single morning.
I know. I was gonna ask you,
Riley, do you have issues figuring out your phone, brother?
or are
something.
you just like negative Nancy or something?
I can't see Jay. Where's Laney J? Gotta give you a hard time, Riley. All right, we're about 3 minutes out until we get into the impossible question.
That's good too.
Brought to you by Nova.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'm ready for it. I hope
You're
y'all are
already ready?
for it. Yeah.
You was born ready. Is that what you're saying?
I was.
You was born ready.
That's right. I was born ready.
On that note, all right, we're going to have to play some music then and get ready for this impossible question. Because I don't think y'all got it. Get to the chat now at KKBI-FM on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and hang out with us behind the scenes, in studio, on the video right now with Jay and Laney J Live. We got Blake Shelton, Neon Light, impossible question in 3 minutes. Let's get it!
Ever since you left me, I've been riding
Clear.
down, cranking up a little country gold heartbreak,
Are
crying
you going
and
to talk
dry.
about
No.
Weight Watchers?
Yeah, do you want to? Or do you want to use it? You can use it.
No, I was just wondering if you were talking about it. Then I won't put it on here.
No, you can use it.
Okay.
No, absolutely. We'll talk about it with it on there. It was in our headline, in my headlines too.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
I hit it with the headlines at the beginning of the show, so you can use it in your entertainment, if that's what you're talking about.
I just thought it would be talk worthy.
Absolutely. At the end of the tunnel. Oh,
Tunnel?
think about a protein shake. Think about a donut, actually. Tell y'all the truth. I'm over here lying to y'all. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about a donut. What you doing over there? Breaking stuff?
Yes.
Taking screenshots?
Did I?
I don't know. I like that one a little bit better, Wolford.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little bit better.
Did you see who our #1 gifter badge was when we first started?
No, who?
Laura.
Laura.
It said Laura Lindley. I thought it was strange.
She on here? You on here, woman?
I was like, what?
She don't be giving nothing. She don't put no money in there. I mean, maybe she liked it. I think in the beginning, if you likes also give you the gift for badge.
Okay, that makes sense.
What's up, Denise Romano?
She sent you a note.
Hi, Laney J. Should sell
Hi,
advertising
Abigail.
on the back of Laney's computer. Done deal. We'll advertise our sense of humor first.
Yeah, we know y'all are afraid of that.
Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, buddy. Bump, bump, bump. All right, chat, give us exactly 90 seconds. You heard me. I said 90 seconds. Cub. Bump, bump.
Log on to our website, seokradio.com. Best Country
Nice to see you,
106.
Abigail.
Now for
Yeah.
Kubota Orange Days. Your local Kubota dealers with
missed you,
equipment that deliver
Abigail.
the savings you need for the life you love. Join their special event on Saturday, May 17th
It's actually two
for
people,
exclusive deals
Abby
on America's
and Gail,
favorite compact
hanging out.
tractors, zero turns, and more. Their factory-trained experts will help you find the perfect match with
afraid of
special
no
Orange
jokes.
Days financing
I ain't afraid
available
of no
only
jokes.
at
Ooh, we got
Equipment in
a
Idabel. Don't miss
birthday
the chance
cake
to save on the
thingy.
Kubota you've always
Lisa
wanted.
just sent a
Visit
level up
Equipment on
Sparks.
Saturday, May
That's
17th
awesome
from 10 to 3
sauce.
At
That's
1501
Renee's
Northeast
letting them
Lincoln
cook.
Road in Idabel.
You let them cook, Renee.
When it's time to get get your hands dirty, there's one company that knows how to dig in. Literally. Trey Collins Construction. Need dirt work, land clearing, or a solid house pad? Driveways looking like a moon crater? No worries. Drainage fixes or excavation.
Sidewalk
Trey
looking
Collins
like a moon
Construction.
crater?
They clear the way so you can dream big, or at least park your truck without bottoming out. Call Trey today at 580-236-9295. Trey
I had Trey Collins
where they
on
build
moon
the
crater
groundwork
before.
and your trust, and maybe even a road to your front door.
Yeah, he just filled in my craters.
Winners of the Impossible Question, brought to you by Nova, must collect their winnings within 30 days at KKBI Studios, 108 North Broadway, downtown Broken Bow. Gift certificates obtained will expire 30 days from date issued. To win, be the first caller at 580-584-3388 or 584-3372 with the correct answer.
Here we go,
One
Impossible
prize
Question
winner
time.
Per household per month, please. It's the Impossible Question, brought to you by Nova, weekdays 7:45 a.m. on Jay and Laney J Live. Best Country 106.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yes, Trey will get rid of your lava chickens.
What's that?
Trey will get rid of your lava chickens.
Lava chicken soup. All the lava chickens all the time. All right, it's time for the Impossible Question, brought to you by Nova. Give us a call if you want to play. And those numbers are 580-584-3388 or
580-584-3389 or
580-584-3372. Those are the numbers to call if you want to play the Impossible Question.
Oh, today's Thursday. You guys get that 30-day trial pass to Deo Gloria Jiu-Jitsu Gym.
And you could come today at noon if you want to check it out and see what's going down.
There you go. Everybody seems to love it.
Yeah, you can either watch and just hang out and see what's going on, or you can participate. Sign the little waiver and participate.
That's right. Do it.
Come
Get her
on
done.
down. Come on down.
Be the first one to call in to answer this question correctly.
All right.
A new survey says most parents are stressed about having their kids home for summer. What is one of the biggest issues?
Issues.
Ew. What's one of the biggest issues? I have answers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Already? All right, cool. Let me take the phone off the hook here. Push the button, right?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, let me get the answers pulled up here. All righty then. Right there. Got it. All right. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good morning. What's your answer?
All the extra groceries.
Ooh, great answer. Having to buy all the extra groceries for those kids. Great start. Not what we're looking for, Laney J. Can you save her life?
I'm afraid if you leave them home alone, they're going to tear up the house.
Tearing up the house when you leave them home alone. That's a great answer. Not what we're looking for, but those are great starts. Great starts.
A new survey says most parents are stressed about having their kids home for summer. What is one of the biggest issues? Good morning. What's your answer?
Not having babysitting lined up.
Great answer. Not having the kids' sitters lined up. Not what we're looking for. Laney J, can you save her life?
When they might take off for vacation?
Ooh, good answer. Actually, making the list was planning the summer trips and activities, yes. But that was not the top problem. It's a good answer, though. Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Keeping the bathroom tied up.
So many people in the bathroom
That's
every
good.
morning now.
That's a
great
great
answer. Not what we're looking for, Laney J?
How about their sleep schedule?
Oh, sleep is off. Always off.
Yeah, they be
for the
staying up too
summertime.
late.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Not what we're looking for. That's a good answer.
A new survey says most parents are stressed about having their kids home for summer. What is one of the biggest issues?
Cassifer says too much screen time.
I was going to say that.
It's a great answer.
She stole my answer.
Yeah, too many of their friends coming over all the time, says
Yeah.
Wolford.
We don't need that.
You can tell Wolford was a kid back in the 30s.
Yeah,
Kids don't come over anymore. They just play with each other on Xbox.
that's true.
Okay, I remember knocking on the door. Can Anthony come out to play?
Did he get to play?
Yeah. Sometimes, unless he was grounded.
Okay. Did he get grounded a lot?
Oh yeah. He was his mom was a grounder. My dad was a whooper.
Uh-oh.
A little bit difference. Hey, Sizzle says eating all dang day. No privacy, K-Bomb. That's probably the closest answer right there from K-Bomb 33 on TikTok. No privacy, but it's not about privacy specifically, but it's similar yet different.
Okay. All right, you guys, we've got answers. You've got a prize right here waiting for you. A new survey.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say you do this during private time usually, but it's not. This is a kid's answer. This is a kid-friendly answer, guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. A new survey says most parents are stressed about having their kids home for summer. What is one of the biggest issues? I know somebody has this answer. If you want that
win
trial,
it today. Looks like I may win today.
You guys don't let him win. Come on. I don't like it when Jay wins.
I do.
Of course.
Let's go to this line here.
Good morning. What's your answer?
Alone time?
You know, I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to say because it's self-care time or time to themselves.
Okay.
So we'll give it to you. Who do we have on the phone?
Taylor?
Kayla or Taylor?
Taylor.
All right, it's Kayla Wampadash. Great. We got your last name now, too. Oh, okay, cool. All right, come by the radio station to pick up your winnings. Kayla Gibson. Awesome sauce.
Got it.
Sorry. I was just dying in my chair over here. Come on.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not having enough self-care time.
Self-care time.
Or time to themselves. Now we could go with the old privacy time, but that doesn't always mean self-care time. That just means alone time with the loved one in many cases.
True.
So.
Okay.
Great answers. Yeah, they're the same. Similar, yeah, different. But you don't win anyways, K-Bomb, so why are you arguing with me? It's my show.
Arguing?
It's my show. Go on about that.
Oh, my goodness.
Privacy, yeah. Privacy and self-care time are very similar.
They're not the same.
But they're similar. Yeah, no, and that's why I said he was the closest answer, right?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
You did.
I did say that, right?
You did
Oh,
say
okay.
that.
Just making sure.
Yeah, you said.
Yeah, okay.
That's not the answer, but it's close.
Thanks for the follow, Beth. We appreciate you. About 5 minutes until we get into the top of the hour.
Man, why y'all gotta start a bunch of bull malarkey today?
Was that an eye roll, Laney J? We didn't have a good
That was
view.
an entire head roll is what that was. My goodness.
Just got to give him a hard time. I didn't even get in any of the Facebook answers. Not enough quiet time, Christy. Break from the kids, Kyla. You're losing your regular decompression time, Ray. These are all great answers and probably also correct.
Heather said dirty laundry everywhere.
Dad says not knowing your location, the kid's location.
That's right. My kids are microchipped. No, I'm just kidding.
That was one thing, Dad and Mom, obviously Dad was at work a lot of the time in summertime, especially during summertime because, as a welder in the oil field, that was his busy time.
Right.
So Mom would make sure we knew the rule within earshot. If I can holler your name at the top of my lungs, and she would holler pretty loud. And we could hear her, and we could holler back, or at least come back within a couple of minutes.
Right.
Then we were fine. Then we were good. But my parents, I mean, within a square mile radius, they knew where we were because, again, they could holler for us. But my parents never really actually knew where we were, I don't think, most of the time during the summer because we were feral. We were running all over the place.
At the same time, you knew better than to go too far.
True. Although we did venture, Dad, and you probably knew this, I'm sure, because we would be chased by the law. But we did venture off over to Valley Brook area. And if you are familiar, if you know, as a young boy trying to make his way to the Valley Brook area, you know, then yeah, we would drive over there because there's some establishments. We'll just put it that way. Ray knows all about this. There's some establishments in Valley Brook that a young boy would find fun to try to drive by the front door and peer in if he could ride his bicycle by the front door and catch a peek, if y'all understand where I'm going with that. So, but yeah, the good old days. That's right, Ray. The good old days. So Valley Brook was probably the most houses of ill repute. We'll call it that.
Okay. I mean, well, you know, and as a teenage boy, or, you know, you're going to want to see that.
Wilford said, my parents had silly rules like I couldn't be home before a certain time. Oh, no. My mom absolutely said, you may not come in the house before blank. You've got blank, you've got water, you've got your ice cream, whatever. Go outside. Do not open this front door again, at least for a couple hours.
Yeah,
and there were definitely times that for whatever reason, we weren't feeling it. We weren't in the mood. We wanted to be in that AC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even as kids, I can remember that.
But I mean, you know, you turned out okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right for your children to play outside.
Yeah.
I liked it. Nala likes to play outside. She'd always been that way. She'd much rather be outside than be inside on playing a game or watching TV.
Right. TikToker says kids now are way too soft. That's the parents' fault, straight up. My kids ain't soft. Ain't nothing soft about my cheerings. Because I was hard on them. I showed them that the world ain't going to just give it to you. Just because your daddy love you don't mean everybody else going to love you in this world.
That is so true.
You got to teach them. You got to give them a little real life. If you never let anything happen to your child, nothing's ever going to happen to your child, and they're going to grow up an adult with no experiences whatsoever.
None.
You can't let your child become an adult and go into the world having literally cleaned their clothes every single day up to that point, having made every single meal up to that point, having done every single thing for them. You are setting them up for failure. Don't do that to your offspring. You care more about your bloodline than that, right, guys?
I sure hope so. I mean, and it's difficult to be a parent.
It is 100%.
It's the hardest job you'll ever have.
And I didn't make all the right choices either. I can look back on my parenthood and say, this is where I went wrong, but I did some right things too.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I'm looking back. My hindsight's 20/20. I get it, guys. I'm only saying from experience of what I did wrong too. Not that I did it all right and you should too. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. No, because we all make mistakes. 100%. I mean, it is what it is. So.
All right, join us in the chat between the news right now. It's Jay and Laney J Live. Good morning.
Broadcasting from First Bank Studios,
Claire.
KKBI 106.1.
I went to John Gotti. He said he learned something new from his kids every day.
Absolutely.
They're always teaching you something.
Well, I mean, I taught my parents how to program the VCR. Now my kids are teaching me how to use ChatGPT. You know what I mean?
Right.
Georgia says, I love y'all stories from the days.
She talking about her boys.
Yeah.
Her oldest would always yell, we're on our way.
Yeah. Now you're telling off on yourself. Yep. We're on our way.
I don't know, Georgia. Charlie's a wild one.
Oh, man. It's been a good morning. That was a quick hour, kind of. Felt like, anyway.
All proceeds go to District 2 Senior Citizens Broken Boat Activity
Is it somebody?
Run. The Broken Bow Masonic Lodge is having their monthly breakfast this Saturday, May 4th, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. at the Masonic Lodge in downtown Broken Bow. The cost is $10 for adults and $5 for kids. There's a spaghetti dinner fundraiser.
Georgia, I got some stories with Charlie.
Animal Control Officer, Saturday, May 10th at the Eastside Community Center. The
See you
spaghetti will be
forever.
served at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. The bingo fun will be 5 to 8 p.m. For more details on these
Got it.
events and
For
others,
sale.
log
On
on
this.
to our
Ooh,
website,
hold up. I'm not putting this.
SCSAradio.com. If you have an event you would like to
I would
add,
just
email
like
it
the record to
us.
show I have no part in this.
61fm@gmail.com. I'm
None.
Laney J
No part.
reporting.
Actually, I'm just going to call in on both of these real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
What is it?
There's a motorcycle and a Jeep or a Grand, some sort of vehicle.
Ooh,
And he taught his little brother. Thank goodness I lived through it all, right?
From Lake Arcadia Tuesday night.
Big brothers definitely have some of the blame when it comes to little brothers and little sisters. Because we absolutely are some of the reason they learned the way they did. And I'll take
investigation into the death is ongoing.
I'll take my what do you call it?
The vault.
Yeah.
Western Conference.
What's the word I'm looking for there?
Denver Nuggets. The Thunder scored 87 points in the first half.
Blame.
An
The
NBA
blame.
playoff
Thank you. I'll take
record.
the blame.
The final score 149 to
My
106.
brother.
More on these stories at RadioOklahomaNews.com. From Radio
George's
Oklahoma
son
News Network.
and
I
Stephen
am
were
Roberts.
friends.
You can rely on
Charlie,
the
so
Radio
I became friends with
Oklahoma
Charlie.
News Network.
And then the girl that he married was my cousin's best friend. So we were all, it's that small group, you know. But yeah.
So give me a story. Georgia wants one.
They were good kids. I can't.
They're good kids. Yeah, we're lying now, Georgia. No,
I can't say it because we're on TikTok. We'll get a restriction.
All right, here.
But sometime we
Pause
will.
live.
Oh, me and him and Laura one time were running around, and Laura ended up having to drive because Charlie had been drinking and bumping off the road, and it was hilarious. I just have to tell you the things that he would say when he was drinking. It was super funny.
All right, we're back.
I mean, we all were, but
Yeah. Understood.
I cut I served their wedding cake at their reception.
Oh, that's cool.
And I butchered it.
Oh no!
It was my first one, but I butchered
Shame
it.
Joe said, "Let's plan on going live about 10:45. We'll do a short pregame." That's preferable every time. Cool. Got it. Got another smash goal over here.
We do?
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa and Wolford and Renee and Tiki.
Jen Taylor, what are you booing?
Boo hiss. I'm feeling some shell energy this morning, guys. He still has that energy too. They had a beautiful wedding.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
All right, chat. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be right back. Enjoy the news.
I need those numbers off your phone.
No. I don't have any numbers on my phone.
Please.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
In your text message.
Oh, okay. Thinking back, what was your most memorable year from childhood? Mine was 14. So much growth and change. Man, most memorable year in childhood? Shoot. I'll probably say close to that age too. There was a year that Anthony and I took his mom's shed. She let us take it over as our playhouse or our fort or whatever you want to call it. And we would stay the night out there. And of course, because we stayed the night out there, we could sneak out the back. And there's an oil field. Our fences, our back fences backed up to an oil field. So we would just hop the fence to the oil field, walk up the line so the dogs wouldn't bark at us and wake everybody up. And then we would be free to roam the place overnight.
Yeah, it was just bad.
We was just some bad kids.
Lisa, have a good day.
Hey, I got a question. Are you the one that lost a son in the Army? No. Nope. I had no son in the Army. One son in the Marines. Here we go.
Listen at your own risk.
Wake up.
Don't just lay there
Melissa, are you
like
local?
cold granite stone. Wake up.
Used to sneak into Grand Prix. Oh man, I forgot about that.
Gotta wake up, get up.
Was that America's Grand Prix?
And I'm calling out, get up,
Forgotten all about that.
move on. Get up,
Who's that? Racetrack, go-kart race.
Oh, fun. Okay.
get up, move on.
Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. Put your hands together.
Nice. Melissa's in Eagletown. Graduate. 97. Dun, 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 dun.
Bless her heart.
That's right. So you know Michael Poole then.
That's why I was saying bless her heart. It wasn't because of Eagletown.
I got
love
you.
Eagletown.
Yes, yes. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. It is another hour of the show. What are you looking forward to most for summer, Laney J?
Trips with my daughter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where y'all going? Anywhere in particular planned already?
I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Somebody might be listening.
Oh, tell her. Oh, it's a surprise.
It is.
Those are the best,
One
especially
place
as a kid.
Is what we talked about. I haven't scheduled anything yet, but I've been looking at it. So, but there's another place
Awesome.
in Texas I want to go to that looks gorgeous, and I want to go there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it ought to be fun.
Looks gorgeous.
Man, we've been to Magic Springs so much.
Yeah? You like it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did like it, but we haven't been since Jordan. We have not been since then.
You should reach out to your good friends across the state line.
Yeah.
They usually get Magic Springs tickets.
They do.
Yeah, they should,
Oh.
and they would absolutely. They have tons of them, so they'll be able to hook you up.
Okay.
They
I
should.
will.
If they don't, they're not as good of friends as you thought they were.
Yeah, if they don't, I'll stop being a good friend.
Just in case, just in case they happen to be watching right now.
Yeah.
Because he admitted he occasionally watches our show. I also watch theirs, usually in the 6 o'clock hour.
Yeah, we went to Magic Springs like every summer. So
Ours, of course, I lived in Oklahoma City, so it was Frontier City and Whitewater for me.
when we went to Calf Fry,
Yeah.
Nola's not been to Oklahoma City. The times that I've been there, you know, since she's been born, it was an adult thing.
Okay.
And she's like, Mom, I want to go to Oklahoma City. I was like, all right, you know, we'll drive through. So they like
Drive through downtown?
Yeah, they like a specific restaurant, so we went there.
Okay.
And
Which one is that? Can you say?
The restaurant?
Yeah.
Wingstop.
Oh.
So
Weird. Okay.
I know.
Not that I don't like it. I just, if I'm thinking wings, that's not the first place I think.
Well,
or if I'm
that's-
thinking food, that's not, you know.
Yeah, right. Me
Wings
neither.
are where I
But,
go. But anyway.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
where we went.
Cool.
Anyway, we was coming out anyway. She's like, Mom, what's that? And I said, I'm pretty sure that's Frontier City. And she's like, I want to go there.
Yeah. Oh no, it's awesome, Nala.
I said, okay. I said, you know, Jay grew up here. And I was like, I bet you Jay was here every weekend. And she's like, well, you need to ask him about it because we need to go.
She
I
will
said,
enjoy
"Okay,
it. She
okay."
will enjoy it. And we here at this radio station in the past have gotten Oktoberfest tickets up there.
Oh.
So we may reach out to their marketing team and see if they if they still provide Oktoberfest giveaways.
Okay.
Because hey, you never know.
That's right.
But that would be a good one for her to see.
Okay.
What's up, Chief? That's
Chief.
the Hochtown Fire Chief there,
Oh, yeah. Good morning.
Mr. Chief to you.
Yeah, my bad.
That's-
I know.
Ray says T-minus 23 days till vacation. I actually have a vacation coming up. It's not a vacation though.
It is.
I mean,
Kinda.
it's my daughter's getting married. Excuse me. Which is cute. Talking about Taylor's new name on the thing. Julia Brandt fixed something on Julia's streaming something or whatever on her computer. And when she turned it on, it said her name with his last name instead of
Aw.
her current last name.
Yeah.
She was like, "Ay!" she was gushing over it in
course.
the chat. I was
Of
like,
course.
"Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute?" Remember, I wanted to say, I remember the daughter that said, "I will be a Lindley for my entire life, Dad. I'll make my husband take my name."
Well.
I was like, you know what I told her then? She was little. I said, girl, you're going to find a man that makes you want to have his name. And then you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
And now she's got a man that she wants to have his name.
Right.
So
right. Is his last name Gulia?
Julia Gulia. I love it. No, his last name is Say. S-A-Y-E. Say.
Okay, cool.
Julia Say.
I like it.
And then I told her she's going to have to start a podcast. What does Julia say?
That's right. I like that. That's cool. That's
S-A-Y-E.
Cool. Ray, where are you going on vacation? I'm just curious. I want to know.
Yeah, we're curious. Ray lives in Colorado Springs, I think. It may be Denver. I think it's Colorado Springs. Cindy says, Laney, let me know when you come to Texas. Plan an extra day. I'll get you some discounted Six Flags tickets and to Hurricane Harbor. All right. We always, I don't say always. My family, the wife often gets the kids those Six Flags annual passes or whatever.
Yeah.
Season passes. They're going to Disney Orlando.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm talking about, Ray.
Oh, wait a minute. When are you going?
What?
I mean, I know somebody that's going to Disney Orlando soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Oren.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
So that's when I was like, oh, man.
You said 20 T-minus how many days? He said 23 days. When's he going?
Actually, in about
10 or 12 days.
Oh, yeah. So it'll be there a couple weeks before.
Yeah. Jackson, my youngest, will be there.
Cool. Thank you, Cindy.
For the invite.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I appreciate that. Hey, I got something to tell you guys about.
What?
There's going to be a multi-family yard sale.
Like more than one?
Yeah. Friday and Saturday.
What?
Starts at 8 a.m. each day.
We talked about this similar. Is this a similar deal as last time?
It is. It is.
Brody, you know how many people were there? Did you end up going?
I didn't get to go.
I didn't either. But bro, I heard that there were so many people there.
Yeah.
And there were so many cool things there.
They got more cool stuff.
What?
They do. Of course, they have, like home decor. They've even got plants and hanging baskets and stuff. If you're looking for plants or hanging baskets for mom, that'd be a good place to get some. I know this lady, you guys, she has really nice stuff. But they've got, tools, antique tools, cookware, electrical and plumbing supplies. I mean, it is so much to name. They have so much stuff. Hunting and fishing gear.
Yeah. Guys and gals alike, it doesn't matter. You're going to find something here. Or three somethings.
Yeah. They got jewelry, too.
Bring a truck.
I'm telling you, take your cash, a truck, and you guys, it's too much stuff to name.
Tell them when and where they can go and get all this great stuff.
It is 404 Mimosa here in Broken Bow. Starts at 8 a.m. on Friday and 8 a.m. on Saturday. I mean, they'll go until they're just ready to close up. You know what I mean? So it's going to be open all day.
Is that 4 mimosas for me and 4 mimosas for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And 0
for the people in between.
Yes.
Yes. 404 Mimosa Lane?
It just says Mimosa.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's lane or street or it could be avenue, but it's
Boulevard. It's 404 Mimosa Boulevard. I just made that up.
I thought somebody answered you. Man.
All right, 404 Mimosa. They've got that huge yard sale going on, and it's like an inside, outside, everything. So.
Yeah, you guys. And
antiques.
Yeah.
Tools. Yes. I mean, at the end of the day, you go and you find a bunch of stuff you need and a bunch of stuff you didn't need. And a bunch of stuff you realize you needed, but you didn't know you needed.
That's right. And I do have a number. So what I'll do is I'll put that on our swap shop page.
Awesome.
For today. That way, if you guys, because I know last time there was a couple things we named. Some people messaged me and asked for her number, and she was like, "Absolutely, give it to them."
Okay, cool.
So
we'll put that number on the swap shop page,
yes.
SEOKradio.com.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, there is a lot of stuff for ladies and men, so you can both go. Man,
when is it going on again?
I might need to text her.
Huh?
Friday and Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. each day.
Now, is there a place you can see these things?
I have a flyer.
Okay.
Do you want me to put it on the website?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Put that flyer on the website there.
Okay.
That way people can see some of the stuff too.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll get that on our website, y'all.
I like it. SEOKradio.com. huge. It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Possibly the greatest yard sale of all time.
Yeah, that's right. It's true. If you
Right.
don't believe me.
Ray is going to Orlando on the 31st.
Yes.
I will be in San Diego on the 31st.
Yes.
So we will be on opposite ends of the country, my friend.
What day's the wedding?
31st.
It is the 31st?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be beautiful.
Julia Lindley will be turning into Julia Gulia on the 31st of May.
Okay. She's going to be gorgeous.
Absolutely. What else? Apparently, a new study found, and I was about to use this study in my impossible question, but I ended up not. Research found that about half of 30-somethings have knee damage, if not major knee issues. MRIs have showed about 2/3 of young adults have some kind of cartilage damage in their knees, and more than half have small bone growths. The average participant was 33 years of age.
Oh.
While study participants were not yet experiencing knee problems, those with knee damage tended to have higher body mass index, or BMI. And researchers say this could mean the osteoarthritis may be forming decades earlier than previously thought. And maintaining healthy weights and activity could be the proactive measure.
Okay.
So that's like, think about it this way. I actually had a bone growth in my foot when I was in kindergarten. They surgically removed it.
Okay.
It was an extra bone that had grown.
Really? I knew it was weird.
I am weird. It was floating around my those the metatarsals?
Did it hurt?
No, I never felt it. I never knew of it. I don't know why we actually got it. Maybe I did feel it as I was a kindergartner. I was literally 5 or 6 years old.
Well, to think if that was still floating around in there and you were growing, your bones are growing, and that probably would have pushed against it at some point.
I may have had
could have been attached and,
yeah.
and been very painful. So
I may have had some pain that I talked about as a kid that my parents had checked out, because I remember we went to some surgery center where I got beat up by a little person as a kindergartner. I was taller than him, and he I was like, I didn't know how to take it. Dad, this is the weirdest story of my life. Went to the bathroom getting that surgery, and my parents were sitting right outside, and the little person was sitting there, and they gave me a bad, like a evil look, and I just kind of snarled back at them because I didn't know. And they were littler than me, and I just didn't understand in the moment. And he shoved me against the wall and kicked me, and then left and said, "Don't look at him like that."
Well, I bet your mama was hot.
I didn't tell her. I was afraid.
Okay, I get that because you're not used to seeing little people, probably.
Right.
But what a little jerk, though.
I don't know.
You were a kid.
I was 5 years old, 6 years old, however old was.
And
I was
he did
kindergarten.
that to you?
Yeah, I remember that to this day.
I'm sorry, that's not right.
I'm surprised I don't have a fear. I know somebody here locally that has a debilitating fear of that.
Really? Mm-hmm. Man, not me. Because to me, right is wrong. I mean, right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care how tall you are. That is just horrible for that person to do you like that.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they were grown.
They was a full, I guess, I don't know if they were like a teenager. You know what I mean? I don't know if he was a teenager or not. I really don't.
Jerk.
Okay. Yeah, it was a crazy experience. As a kindergartner, I got beat up by a little person. I
wouldn't say you got beat up. I
got shoved up against the wall and kicked. And that was to a fifth grader, and I was getting beat up.
You know what? I hope that person.
I hope they had an awful life. I hope they have an awesome life, Laney J.
Well, I hope they had an awesome life too, but I hope they felt guilty for what they did to you.
They probably did. They were going through some stuff.
That makes me angry. You were a 5-year-old child.
Hey, it made me a better human being. I swear.
See, you're better than me, because it wouldn't have made me better. I'd have hated little people from then on. You know? My goodness.
It wasn't, I mean, the crazy part is it's not, I don't look back on that as like a huge negative experience. I look back at as almost like a fever dream. It feels like it didn't happen, like it wasn't real. But it was real deal.
That
it was
just
a real
makes
deal,
me mad.
Holyfield.
You were 5 years old.
Yeah.
This,
Got beat up by a little person.
I got punched in the eye by someone who was mentally challenged when
Yeah.
I was in school. Yeah. So.
And how'd you react in that moment? Because you weren't going to just fight him because there was an issue, right? Or did you fight him? Well, you were a kid too, though.
I was a kid too.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't, but my friend hit him in the head with her lunchbox. So, I mean, it was a bad deal.
No, I understand. Hey, we're your kids. You
I'll-
can't look back at it as an adult and knowing the things you know as an adult, feel bad about the things you did as a kid. I'm sorry. You're going to tear yourself up emotionally and mentally if you do that to yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I'll
You
have
can't.
to show you how it went down on the chat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you guys want to know how I got punched in the eye on the school bus, come to the chat.
Oh my.
Well, I don't know. We grow and we change. I know someone who
Absolutely.
recently was talking about bullies, and she said, you can't tell me that someone who bullied other people when they were growing up isn't a bully anymore. Once a bully, always a bully. And I'm like, no, people change. People grow because we do stupid stuff when we're kids and we don't know. And our parents sometimes don't know to teach us stuff until it comes up.
I often say I was the worst kind of bully. I got bullied, saw that if I did that to others, the bullies wouldn't bully me. So knowing how being bullied felt, I still did it to get the bullying off of me. That's, in my opinion, looking back, that's the worst kind of bully.
Well,
because I know how I felt and I still did it because I didn't want it to be happening to me.
Right. I was going to say you were trying to stop it from happening to you.
But I just passed it on to somebody else instead of stopping it at its core at the beginning.
But you didn't know.
Again, going back, I could destroy myself every day if I thought that way.
Well,
because I have friends now that I look back on and I bullied because I was fearful of what would happen to me. Now, thankfully, they've forgiven me and allowed me to show who I am today.
Right.
Versus who Now, I still have, there's a couple people that I have a friend that I eat lunch with when I go to the city on occasion. We were really good friends in elementary school. And he tells me he eats friends with some of those folks because we were all a big friend group, but some were treated differently than others. That's just kind of how it is, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm not saying that should be how it is. I'm saying that's how it was. But looking back, I treated this friend differently than he treated him. So they're still friends today.
Okay.
And I'm friends with him today. So when we eat lunch, he'll tell me, oh yeah, so-and-so's like, how can you even eat lunch with Jay Lindley? He was like the worst human being in the world in middle school. And I'm sorry. I was literally the worst person. If all you took was my middle school person and made that my personality today, nobody would like me. And I understand that.
Yeah.
I respect that. But yeah, no, it's like, how dare you? How can you possibly eat with him? He was so horrible to us. And he's like, he's not that guy now. He's just normal dude now. He's just regular.
People change, and I think that it's good though that, they're able to forgive.
Oh,
because,
absolutely.
things that happened to you when you were a kid, sometimes are very hard to overcome.
I was lucky to, Jason Morgan was my biggest bully. And I was lucky to be able to see him and forgive him in my own way. I didn't just say, hey, I forgive you for bullying me, obviously.
Right.
But we chat, we had a good long talk. It was a deep, meaningful talk. He passed away soon after that. So I was thankful.
Really?
So I was thankful that we were able to have that conversation. And it didn't, I'm sure it had, I don't know if he even ever thought about the fact that he bullied me as a kid. You know what I mean? So it probably had nothing to do with him. It didn't do anything for him. Maybe it may have done something. Maybe he did regret it. But anyway, enough bully talk.
I'm glad you got that chance.
Don't do it. If you are in a position to where people fear you, use that to protect those that are less fortunate or not as big or not as strong or not as tough or not as mentally, their mental fortitude isn't there,
Right.
Be the person that stands up against those instead of the person that makes them worse. Twitch raid. That's right. Hey, Bradley Gilbert, you know what happens when bullies happen around here? Usually small town throwdowns. Ha! That's true, though. There's a small town throwdown that pops up. All right, Twitch raid time.
Twitch raid.
Hey, Ricardo Soares. dinosaurs. Thank you for the TikTok there. Twitch raid. Drewski's over there. Gente's over there. If you have a Twitch account, go to Twitch at KKBIFM and comment now. Raid. Would you have more A's than I's in that, Gente? Is it raid or is it raid? Oh, okay, I guess it would be all A's and I's. My bad. We were trying to talk smack to Gente, and I've defeated my own self. Cameron,
Gente, she can handle it.
She can. Cameron, Twitch raid. See, I think people get it with the all exclamations too. I love Cali Girl's Twitch raid with the music notes and the microphones. Great job, Cali Girl. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. We need 5 more. How come 30 people on here and none of y'all got a Twitch? Everybody's like, what's Twitch? Ride around looking for some trouble. Yeah, we did that back in the day, for sure. Start Flash Goal, guys. You want to start Flash Goal? Let's do it. It's roses, easy peasy. 15 roses, go. It's 15 roses, chat. 15 roses. Look at that. John Gotti. Only 1 per person. There's Wolford. Each person send 1 rose. 15 of y'all. Gente. There's a Gente rose. Yay. With the Gente. Small town throwdown. All right, we got 5 of 15 of those roses. 10 more people send 1 rose for the Flash Goal. We had a Flash Goal the other day. Did you know that?
Really?
No. It was an easy one, though. Yeah, buddy. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yes.
Jay and Laney J live, weekdays 6 to 9:30 a.m. Best Country 106.
At Blocker Law, they believe that success comes from dedication, teamwork, and heart. Values that are seen every day in our local athletes, from the first whistle to the final score. Those athletes inspire with their drive to succeed. Like their commitment on the field, Blocker Law is committed to the people of McCurtain County. A family law
You've been going through my phone this whole time, Laney J.
They'll fight for you, because at Blocker Law, your victory
You need to
is
go
theirs.
daddy verification
Proudly
bill?
supporting
I got it
local
already.
sports teams and the future champions of our community. Blocker Law,
Text.
119 North Central in Ottoville, 286-9777.
Looking for a grocery store that has it all? Go to Pruitt's Food. From the freshest produce and meat department to friendly service, they've got what you need to make every meal special. Their shelves are stocked with quality products and everyday essentials. If you need help finding that unique item, their knowledgeable staff is there to assist. Pruitt's Food, your one-stop shop for freshness, quality, and convenience. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Supporting local sports in all of their locations throughout the area. Pruitt's Food.
Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner, Broken Bow Sales has everything you need for your next project. From flooring and siding
Here we
to
go.
doors and windows. They
20
have a wide
seconds.
variety of high-quality products
20
that are sure to meet your
seconds,
needs.
chat.
Broken Bow Sales takes pride in their competitive pricing and timely delivery. And don't forget that excellent selection of customized portable buildings. Stop by Broken Bow Sales
God, you
today,
don't have a
South
Twitch.
Park Drive, across from the
Oh,
Travel
no.
Club. Call 580-584-6313. Broken Bow Sales.
Bum, bum. That's right. It's time for Laney J's mashup with some industry news as she rubs elbows with the stars and a little music news sprinkled in there.
Matthew Broderick and Alan Ruck from Ferris Bueller's Day Off may reunite in a comedy film called The Best Is Yet to Come. It's based on a French film, and it will feature the duo in a story about best friends embarking on a road trip. I like Matthew Broderick, and I loved Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It was good. Fox canceled Rescue High Surf after one season due to declining viewership. Imagine, the show was trash. They planned a Baywatch reboot, but they're saying that it's probably not going to happen. Bravo's ordered new shows, including The Real Housewives of Rhode Island and revived Shaws of Sunset as The Valley Persian style, and a new version of Ladies of London, Wife Swap, the Real Housewives edition. That's so much drama.
Very interesting.
Jill Junger, director of the cult classic 90s teen rom-com 10 Things I Hate About You, is working on a trilogy of sequels with the original producer.
What?
One of them being 10 Things I Hate About Dating. That should be fun. That's currently in development.
Okay.
That should be fun. And Weight Watchers has had to file for bankruptcy. I think Mounjaro and Ozempic and stuff put them out of business.
I can see that.
Yeah. So they're having to, trim some of the fat. So they have filed bankruptcy. For my country music news, something a little bit different today. I had asked Jay for his predictions, but it was like a couple of months ago. The ACM Awards comes on tonight.
All right.
The Entertainer of the Year nominee was Kelsey Ballerini, Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and Laney Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
All your top people. Who do you think's going to win?
What's the category again?
Entertainer of the Year.
And who are options again?
Kelsey Ballerini, Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, Morgan Wallen, and Laney Wilson.
Oh, man. Who's the winner usually? Is it Chris Stapleton?
Chris Stapleton has won in the past, yes.
It's either going to be Jelly Roll or Laney Wilson. That's my opinion.
Okay. Now, they've already given out
some of them.
A couple of the awards. The new female artist was Ella Langley.
Okay.
The new male artist was Zach Top.
Yeah, I would have figured that one.
And the artist songwriter was Laney Wilson. And the visual event for a video was Riley Green and Ella Langley, and You Look Like You Love Me.
Okay.
And the female artist of the year was Kelsey Ballerini, Ella Langley, Megan Maroney, Casey Musgraves, and Laney Wilson. Who do you think's going to win that one?
What was the name of the category again? I'm sorry.
Female artist of the year.
Laney Wilson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And male artist of the year, Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, Jelly Roll, Chris Stapleton, and Morgan Wallen. I think it's going to be Cody Johnson or Jelly Roll.
You don't think Morgan Wallen gets the nod?
I mean, I would hope that he would, because I'm such a huge fan, but all these other nominees are great too.
Yeah.
They're all great.
I'm thinking it'll probably be, what was the options again?
Luke Combs,
yeah,
Cody Johnson.
Luke Combs,
You're going to go with Luke Combs?
Yeah.
And the new duo of the year was the Red Clay Strays. They did give that one out already as well. But duo of the year, Brooks and Dunn, Brothers Osborne, Dan and Shay, Muscadine Bloodline, and The War and Treaty.
Man, I'm going to give it to Brothers Osborne.
Yeah.
That's just my personal favorite, though. That is a sentimental vote, not a who did a better vote.
And group of the year kind of throws me off a little bit, but these could have been the best nominees that they had. Flatland Cavalry, Little Big Town, Old Dominion, Rascal Flats, and the Red Clay Strays.
Old Dominion.
Yeah, I hope that they
They made music. They made music too.
So the only other one was Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Megan Maroney, Jelly Roll, Zach Top, Post Malone, and Laney Wilson.
Post Malone.
You think Posty's
I don't think he'll get it, but he should.
Yeah, I totally get that. Oh, Posty.
Oh, Posty.
Oh, Single of the Year. Shabuzi with a bar song. Cody Johnson with Dirt Cheap. Post Malone and Morgan, I Had Some Help. Chris Stapleton with A White Horse, and Ella Langley and Riley Green, You Look Like You Love Me.
It may be Chris Stapleton on this one.
You think so?
Yeah, White Horse was played a lot.
It was played a lot.
But Shabuzi may sneak one in there.
Shabuzi, okay, I was thinking that he was also nominated for Song of the Year, but he wasn't. Laney Wilson's 4x4 by You is on there.
Yeah, that should be it.
Dirt Cheap by Cody Johnson. I Had Some Help. And You Look Like You Love Me. I think it's going to be Laney Wilson, too. But anyway, that comes on tonight. I will have the winners, and we'll find out.
Jay's predictions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be awesome. It really surprised me that Lainey Wilson won Artist Songwriter of the Year, but anyway, I just wanted to do that. That's your country music news. That award show comes on tonight. I probably won't watch it, but I definitely want to know who the winners are.
Yeah, we'll have the details in the morning.
Yeah,
sure.
so I just wanted to see how Jay's predictions turn out. He's usually right on with most of his stuff, so we'll see about that. It's 8:36 this early in the morning.
Already?
It is.
What have we not talked about that we wanted to?
Well, what y'all doing? All right, let's see.
Let's see here. We had a question yesterday we could get to if you want to.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Here's the question. A woman who said she would like to remain anonymous, and we will honor that, says she's excited to announce her pregnancy.
Okay.
But she's unsure if she should do it on Mother's Day. Says here the poster, the brother-in-law and sister-in-law just had a baby.
Okay.
And this is their first Mother's Day as parents. I can't help but wonder if we're stepping on their toes by sharing our news that day, especially when I consider that it has taken them many years and multiple miscarriages and several rounds of IVF. Says here to finally have their baby. Some think that they should probably, give the heads up to the sister-in-law at least that they're going to do this. But what do you think? Mother's Day announcement of baby. I'm going to be a mother. I'm not a mother yet, but I'm going to be, kind of thing. You are a new mother, so this is your first Mother's Day. Is it stepping on the other people's toes?
Well, I don't think it's really stepping on their toes because, hey, she's going to be a mom too. But, at the same time, you could just be, she's obviously wanting to be considerate. But at the same time, everybody has their own path. Everybody gets pregnant when they're meant to, in my mind.
But this is an announcement day. I mean, this has nothing to do with actual being pregnant. This is announcement day only. She's wondering if she should do it on Mother's Day. Could you wait till after Mother's Day if you really think it could be an issue? Could you wait till the next day?
If she's questioning that it's going to be an issue, it's probably going to be an issue.
You probably got a family member that's going to make a big deal about it.
Yeah, but we're talking families here. They're going to make a big deal out of anything. We know how families are. Somebody's going to be hurt. So I don't know. She should just wait. Like I said, if she's questioning whether it's going to cause a problem or not, she needs to wait. But at the same time, it's like she's probably really excited that she's going to be a mom.
Absolutely.
And she wants to share that with her people.
One commenter writes in, Mother's Day isn't about your mom or your husband's mom or you. It's about motherhood.
And the other person already had their baby, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't be a big deal then.
So they are now celebrating the first Mother's Day as a mother, as an actual mother, physically holding a baby.
Yeah, and then you're like, you know what? Congratulations, sis.
Guess what?
I'm so happy for you.
I'm
and
also pregnant.
Hopefully, by this time next year, I'm gonna be a mother too.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'd be a problem.
I can see that for
You
sure.
know, you just got to make light of it. You can't be like, ooh, I'm gonna have a baby and it's all about me. You can't be a selfish mom.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Don't make it all about you.
Don't be a selfish mom.
As John Gotti said, take the journey together.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool.
She's excited. Announce it.
Yeah.
If they get upset, that's on them. It's happy news. I like it.
That's right. Don't worry.
A new study found that if you ever have a near-death experience, it could very much change your world view, especially when it comes to your job. I wouldn't call it a near-death experience, but I had an experience that changed my view on my job.
You did?
My mom passed away.
Okay.
I can remember that day like yesterday. I was sitting there in my seat, just like this, but at a different radio station. And I was thinking to myself, all the crap I had to do that day that was deadlined for that day. You know what I'm saying? And you know how I work on deadlines.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I've got all this stuff to do, that has to be done today. It can't not be done by anybody else. It can't be done by anybody else, and it can't be done any other day. It has to be done today. So I was getting that, and I got a call, and I got the call, right? And in that exact moment, everything I had to do that was deadline for that moment went away. I didn't think of another moment of it for at least a week, especially while we were doing all of Mom's funeral stuff, you know? And that gave me an idea. It's like, yeah, that was important to me, but if I didn't do it, what happens? Either I do it when I get back or somebody else did it.
Right.
And most jobs are that way. Don't get me wrong. You can't bail on your team every other week.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. But most jobs, we feel like the stress, the pressure of the job, you have to get it done today. It has to be done today. But in reality, no, it doesn't. It really don't.
You're right.
You put something up that's instantly more important, and you'll see quickly how much you have to do whatever that is.
Yeah.
Near-death experience, I imagine, will be similar.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It says here on this particular study, they said that relationships changed, motivation changed, job priorities changed. It says here, before the near-death experience, it was about boats and big houses and Range Rovers and trips and shopping. After the near-death experience, none of that mattered.
I can see that.
Tim McGraw has a great song called "Live Like You Were Dying."
Mm-hmm.
I'm a believer of that statement. Don't live like you got tomorrow. And the boats and the houses, I almost went somewhere else. The boats and the and the houses and all of that stuff, the Range Rover, all of that stuff it is stuff. It doesn't make you who you are.
It does not.
Doesn't make you a better version of who you are.
Right. None of it matters.
So just think of that. I with that being said, although I hope no one actually loses life or limb, I hope everybody would have the experience of a near-death experience.
Just so they could understand. Because sometimes we take life for granted.
Yep.
100%. And, we don't get it when we need to be embracing every day that we have because we might not have tomorrow.
Got that right. Sell it all and follow Jesus.
I mean, none of that stuff matters. Seriously, because you can't
ain't taking it with you. Got that right.
What's going to be done with it whenever you're gone? No one's
Your kids will disperse it. If you've properly had a will and testament made. If not, your kids will fight over it. That's a given. Even if your kids love each other and don't ever fight, for whatever reason, that urn with your ashes is going to be something they fight over.
Yeah.
That big screen TV that's 10 years old and nobody really wants it. They're going to fight over it. It's crazy. So just go ahead and, make the plans so people don't have to fight over it.
Yep.
That's just my personal opinion. Get it all set up.
Like John Gotti says, he sees it every day. Yeah, that's what families do. So, as you shouldn't.
Yeah, the wife says she sees it all the time.
Yeah. I want that person, not their stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, maybe they're not fighting over money or value, but maybe they think they're fighting over the nostalgia that thing has for them.
That's true.
I get it. It's not that you're an evil or hateful person that you're fighting over, but whatever reason, even Laura says it. People just start fighting over stuff. It's crazy. All right, we'll be back.
When the sun goes down,
don't fight over stuff, guys. Y'all can have my stuff. Well, as long as it's not Laura's stuff. Blue. That's right, brother. We got deep today. Like deep. It's deep in here.
Very deep.
I need my galoshes. As Dave would always say. Get your galoshes out.
Beneath the light
of a neon spoon. There's only room here for the lonely.
That's right.
Watch your broken dreams Dancing in and out of the seams.
Or your broken hose.
Broken hose! Hokin' Bros. It's the Hokin' Bros. When we were T-Bone. Missed something on you. In a neon moon. Don't lose your one and only.
Everybody's just sitting there sad now.
We're just
Nobody's
all
talking.
thinking.
Yeah.
They lovely with neon spoons. You know that's right. The neon spoons.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we're all depressed. Even John Gotti's depressed.
John Gotti, he works probably one of the most depressing jobs there is, and that man's got a good attitude.
Yes, he does.
I guess if you deal with it every day, though, you probably have to, you have to.
You compartmentalize.
Yeah, exactly. In a neon spoon. In a neon poon.
All right, Wheeler Walker Jr. That's funny.
Watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon. Watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon spoon.
I did not see that. John Gotti, you had to cremate your bully.
What? Bass Country 106, Jay and Laney J live. We got kind of dark and sad there.
Yeah, we did. What's up with that? Wolford, you here?
Let's wake it back up. Let's get her going. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my friends, Brothers Osborne.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they're nominated.
Yeah, that's right.
And I hope they win.
Yeah.
Cool. I got their Muzak pulled up.
Cool.
Got some of that for you.
Cool beans, hot dog. We used to say that entirely too much.
Did you?
Yeah. Man.
I like it when you say it. I say it now because you say it.
Cool beans.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Yep. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Ding, 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 ding. Don't look at me like I'm crazy.
Excuse me.
We're not supposed to reveal our craziness.
Excuse me.
You're supposed to support it.
I do support it.
Okay. Good.
I do. I always support everything Laney J does, especially if she thinks it may be the greatest day ever.
It's May 8th, the greatest day ever. On May 8th, 2010, Betty White becomes the oldest host of Saturday Night Live. Unfortunately, none of her friends were up that late to see her. Have a great May 8th, the greatest day ever.
There you go.
I would never talk about Betty White.
How shame on you. Well, how dare you?
I love Betty White.
Did you wear your socks today?
Yeah.
Today is May 8th, No Socks Day. It's the day for your feet to go commando. And that goes double for you men who like to wear socks under your sandals. You know who you are. Dad. For you, every day should be No Socks Day.
Yeah, no socks and sandals. What?
It's okay if you don't wear socks with your sandals because
You
wearing them looks
Goofy.
horrible.
You look goofy if you got
Yeah.
your socks under your sandals.
Get in your minivan and go home and take your socks off.
Get in your soccer mom van and go home.
That's right. Soccer mom van.
Deadpool says socks, sandals, and cargo shorts is the jam. You would say that, Mr. 1994.
He probably does dress like that.
1994. Joe Diff coming out the radio.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it? All right.
I was trying to think if I've ever seen you wear sandals. Now, I know you
I wear
wore
flip-flops.
The slides.
Or slides, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I have UFOs too, and every pair of them is ugly.
I don't really have I take that. I have a pair of flip-flops that I'll wear to the beach.
Oh, okay.
To the beach. Was there a dog driving that car?
Dog looked like.
I believe that dog was driving that car just then. Drove down the street. Looked like a Bichon. That's a Bichon.
It was sitting in the passenger seat like it was something. So that's a very spoiled dog. It's cute though.
Yeah.
Speaking of spoiled dogs.
Oh, what's that?
Mine.
Mine or yours?
Yeah, yours is too.
I'm spoiled as it gets.
That's okay. They should be.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we talked about this earlier in the week, but just in case you didn't hear it, the Real ID goes into effect, or has now gone into effect.
It has. I'll get some information from Shonda
Okay.
that we
thank
can
you.
talk about tomorrow.
Shonda denied coming on the radio, huh?
Yeah, she's like, no, y'all are awful. I'm not going to sit in with you. I'm just not.
And I got a story for you that TikTok will not allow us to talk about, so I'm shutting it off for a second.
We're going to get in trouble.
TikTok, if you want to hear the story, go to Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch
Yeah.
right now.
Give us just a minute. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. I don't know if y'all are being trolled or what, but a Texas bill known as the Furries Act would ban non-human behaviors in public schools.
Okay.
However, Representative Stan Gordas, the bill author, could not very specifically give any examples of this happening in his state. Matter of fact, there was a claim that one school provided litter boxes for its students. That has been unconfirmed, and they say they can't provide any instances where there's actual been litter boxes for district campuses. Now, this is the Smithville schools, obviously in Texas.
I was going to say,
not Smithville, Oklahoma.
We have a few Twitchers and Facebookers right now that are from Texas.
Exactly. So, John Gotti, what's the T? Here's the T. Author of Texas bill can't give any examples of actual furries in school that he's trying to keep from having in school.
Okay, I mean, I understand to a point because I don't think that should be allowed either. I don't think that you should allow someone to come to school and just identify as a cat or a dog and give them a litter box.
Poop in a litter box?
Yeah,
that's dumb.
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to stop it before it starts, or which I've read stories from other states where they have given children litter boxes.
Yeah, right. California, they're in a whole other country over there. We're talking about Texas.
Yeah.
And we'll use Oklahoma as another example, another very red state. We just don't got the furries doing furry things in school here. Period.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
I think the Texas senator or congressman's being trolled. I promise you, it ain't happening. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I don't think it's really happening. Not in our states.
Oh man.
All right. Now we can go back. Now we can go back on TikTok because we're going to switch it to a bill that did just recently pass in the state of Oklahoma. We asked parents what they thought about the state of Oklahoma possibly passing this bill that kept kids from having phones in the classroom. And that bill passed. So, according to what I read, next school year, starting in 2025, 2026 school year, the state of Oklahoma is banning phones in the classroom. I don't know how far the ban goes. I don't know if they mean leave it at home. I don't know if they mean leave it turned off on school property. I don't know if they mean leaving it at the door when they walk into class. I really don't know what they mean by banned, but we can find that out. But anyway, yes, they did pass that. The governor signed it into law. Starting next school year in the state of Oklahoma, you cannot have a phone in the classroom. I will say this: we put that out there for a question on our Facebook page, and I did a little research. Most of the parents that answered were up in the air. They were like, I like my kid having the option, but I also understand why it's a distraction, right? The ones that were adamant that will not be okay ever didn't even have kids in school.
Right.
Not all of them, but the majority were not in the state of Oklahoma and did not have kids in school, but they had an opinion. I thought that was very interesting.
What I'm reading here is the ban will be enforced on a bell-to-bell basis, meaning it will apply from the first bell of the instructional day until final dismissal. It encompasses cell phones, laptops, tablets, smartwatches, smart headphones, and smart glasses. While the ban is in place, school districts must also create policies for emergency situations and for students that have health needs that require the use of certain devices.
Okay.
And I understand that. Let's just say like a continuous glucose monitoring system.
Right.
You could put your phone on the teacher's desk.
Okay.
And if you have a super high or a super low, your phone gives you a warning.
And then the teacher would know that immediately.
And the teacher would know. I don't think that's a big deal. The
Okay.
phone is with the teacher.
Okay.
I don't think the kids should be able to be on their phones in class either.
This seems like a 180 in Laney J's statements from the last time we talked about this. Is that right? You once said that you liked having the ability for Nala to get in contact with you. What has changed?
Well, I mean, I still like that.
Right.
But I don't want her to have her phone out in class.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And
You see the distraction over I maintain as a school board member and someone who sees the emergency exits and the strategies we have in place for these children. If 32 kids text their mama and daddy or auntie and uncle or granny and grandpa and say, there is a school shooter or whatever, I don't want to be here. They're going to at the school. And every single one of those cars has to be cleared out.
Right.
Every single one of those people have to be, so now you're just causing more chaos.
And who knows if the shooter don't go outside and
Exactly.
shoot up some of them.
Or make it even, yeah. So
it makes it worse.
Exactly. So it is definitely a distraction at best. It could be fatal at worst.
I tell you this too, Nala goes to a school that has 3 grades. They have an excellent school officer.
Okay.
They have excellent principals and teachers. And luckily, we are in a small town. We get to know the school staff. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Because these smaller schools, they have stuff going on all the time that's after school hours, like, popcorn and questions and, bingo and stuff like that, where you're around the people who are teaching your children and you trust them. And I feel like, because Nala has come home and said, Mom, we did another drill today. I was like, well, what was it today? It was for an active shooter.
Yeah.
I hate that they have to do that, but the things that they have in place, I believe will protect our kids as best they can.
Yeah, and then a lot of the comments were like, isn't the number one thing in our schools supposed to be educating our kids? Unfortunately, no. We changed that over back when all the school shooter stuff started happening. The safety is now the school's number one priority for your child, then the education.
That's right.
So if you're still making that big argument, you are in the wrong.
Yeah.
Safety is number one.
Yes.
Then education. And this, phones in the classroom, I don't care if you agree or not, it definitely has to do with their safety.
Yes. And it doesn't matter where you are and what you have in place. There is always going to be, like questions or people saying, well, what if this happened? Well, what if that happened?
Of course. What ifs? The what ifs can go on forever.
They can.
You can't prepare for every what if. I'm sorry.
You can't.
It's impossible.
And the thing about
what if aliens?
Right.
That's why we created the new alien dome.
Yeah.
You know, we spent $2 billion on it for this little school system, but hey, no aliens will ever get us.
Right. There's not, I mean, but I don't think there's anything that's 100%.
Right.
But you have to know that that's the way of the world these days. And not only is the school staff teaching your child, you know, how to be safe in certain situations, you need to counsel your kid too on how to keep themselves safe and the proper things to do. Of course, when I heard that there was a bomb threat that was over here at the school, was I terrified? It wasn't at my child's school. So in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, they're saying it's over there, but they're really going to do it over here. I mean, and you know, lots of things ran through my mind. Did I want to immediately go and get my child? Of course. Who doesn't? But you can't do that. You've got to let the school do their job.
100%.
And I'm just thankful that we live in a community where our school cares.
I agree with that.
And our school board.
On that note, thank you. We do. And the administration does too.
That's right.
Swap Shop's up next.
Hey, while we're here,
yeah,
before everybody goes, or before Jay has to take the TikTok phone, I want to show you guys how I got punched in the eye.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
This kid was mentally challenged.
Okay.
Actually he grew up and actually ended up he got a driver's license. It was taken away from him.
Oh no.
But he has a job.
That's
and
cool.
He's had this one particular job at a local business for a long time.
Awesome.
But he got mad at me for something. I don't even remember what it was for. But I was sitting in front of him and he was behind me on the bus. And I turned around and this is what he does. And he has these big old glasses with tape on them. He goes, wham, punches me right in the eye. It was hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and my friend that's sitting in the seat next to me was like, whoo, with her lunchbox. Like, you didn't have to do that. Because although he knew what he was doing, he
acted out probably.
Yeah,
in
he was
times
just
I
acting out.
understand.
I don't remember. I was probably talking crazy to him, to be honest. You know, I'm sure I was. But yeah, he just wham, decked me right in the eye. He wound it up. He did.
He was like, this is an airplane. Come and get you
I'm
some.
telling you, and I remember my brother on the back of the bus, and he was like, because he told me later, you know, part of it made him mad, but the other part of him was like, he didn't, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
Anyway, it was hilarious. He did. So, you know, I too have been attacked by those who are different.
Oh me.
It's crazy. I just wanted to share that with y'all.
Yeah, that experience in the kindergarten is the reason why I do jiu-jitsu today. No.
I'm telling you.
Ain't no little person ever taking me again.
Yes, Deadpool, I learned my lesson. Got dotted in the eye.
Did they cross the T too?
Yeah, he crossed the T. He did. I don't think it blacked my eye either. I don't think he hit me that hard.
All right, we're losing the good mics, TikTok. And we're only in 14 people, so that means we're going subscriber only chat here in a minute. Enjoy the outdoors for a second, chat. Then we'll go subscriber only when Laney J goes to the Tickle Taco. Nice illegal turn, dude. Right on the. We did have somebody say, I wonder how many illegal activities you video on your Facebook Live every morning. Wait, what we got illegal activity happen right there. If I want to be a Karen, I could go clip all the illegal activities and send it to the cops.
I mean, we can just call the cops. I mean, they're our friends.
He's coming here anyway.
Yeah, we love cops.
He's expecting you to open the door for him, Lane. Look at him.
Who would?
I have no idea. Not for me though.
Well, okay. Would you like for me to open the door?
If you would like, sure.
I think I know who that is. We got time.
Isn't that special? Yeah, you got to hold on to song.
Man, it's a bad, bad day to be a
cold beer.
Thank God for the end of the week. Hallelujah. Some hell-bent people want to burn right through. Couple kicks in the bag. Man, it's a bad, bad day to be a cold beer.
It was.
Now we don't need much, just another damn man. It's a bad, bad day to be a cold beer.
How you doing, Jay?
It's Megan single again. Deserting her friend. They swing like a wrecking ball. They can't make. Drink so loud the whole bar gets it. It's a bad, bad day. Be a cold, cold beer like mud. Thrown down, down. No, we don't need much. Just another damn round and it's Sam. Rubber down.
Probably
It's a bad day. Be a cold, cold beer.
It's like $350 an hour.
Got 'em in the crosshairs like an old red ride. When it comes to a pop top, there's a red
That's what I said. I said,
She's
like, how you be? I was like, I gotta wait 30 because they're talking about calling you Dad.
Yeah,
I gotta wait 3 more days.
Well, you can do like some of our other listeners. We appreciate your message. Sir, hey.
So I was thinking I called in about all the jobs being overqualified.
It's time for Swap Shop, your buy, sell, trade, or giveaway program. The numbers to call are 584-3388, 584-3389, and 584-3372. You may email your items to our shopper's mailbag at kkbi106.
Is it Chuck or Charles?
Gmail.com.
Is it Chuck or Charles?
They'll see it as Charles on the resume.
Okay.
Swap Shop is heard Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:30 a.m.
I love the beer too, man.
On Monday, Today's Swap Shop is brought to you by
Insulation Solutions, Aflac Insurance,
Aflac,
and Moyer Equipment. I mean, Smith Equipment. Jeez, Laney, get it together. I don't know why I do that. Old habits die hard. I'll tell you that right now. So, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get to the phones. It's been ringing off the hook here. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop. All right, that's 580-306-5102. Thank you. Have a good day, sir. Good morning. You're on Swap Shop.
Two Western records for sale. They're $4 each. Cassette tapes, 3 for $1. A record player for $50. And a walker with a seat on it. And they can call 580-212-6592. If no answer, leave a voicemail and I'll call back. And also, a friend of mine, they are in need. If anyone has anything they can donate in living room furniture, they can call the same number and leave a voicemail.
All right. I got you down, ma'am. Thank you so much.